Good morning, everyone. Happy high vibe mornings. This is the one place on the internet where all we talk about is how to get happy in your personal life right now and how to take that next step so that you are doing the dang thing. You're getting the money, you're getting the vacations, you're feeling happy. And then how do you build a plan so that you enjoy the journey to your destination? Because what's the point of going on vacation if you're miserable the 3 months beforehand? So, hi guys, my name is Kelly Lunt. I am your host. I'm an intuitive channel medium as well as law of attraction expert. So, if you want to connect with the crossed over loved ones, let me grab that link for you guys. I keep forgetting to mention that I am available for mediumship readings right now. If you want to connect with the crossed over loved ones, I am feeling really called to help people connect with them right now. So, I'm just logging in to grab that link for you guys. Sorry. If you're coming on, say hello. If you're watching the replay, say hello. Just let me know. It's way more fun for me when you guys are engaged. I super appreciate Brandon, Valentina, Min, and Antoinette showing up live and commenting. You just make it way more fun. What? Okay, where's this link? There we go. Oh, oh. Here's the link for a mediumship reading. Hey, Concha, what's up? um, Okay, yeah, guys, and I'm also really big into law of attraction. And just one announcement, the next mastermind I launch is going to be called Money Sprint. It's going to be a shorter container. It's going to be like 6 to 8 weeks, and it's going to be hyper focused on you picking a money goal and us focusing on it for you to either get it in the container or for you to have your solid plan like, "Oh my god, I know this is my path ahead to get it." And we're also we're gonna increase your financial frequency. We're gonna increase your capacity to not only attract this one-time bit of money that you want, but also just increase your financial frequency so you have a higher default expectation for cyclical income coming in. And just like really boost your self-worth and your self-esteem so that you feel worthy of like finer things, the nicer hotel, more vacations. Because guys, we only live on this rock one time. Why should we not have more money? So right now, I only have a linking book if you want to book for the mediumship reading. If you want the mastermind, maybe just drop a comment, but on the replay so that I could come back and drop the link to sign up for the mastermind. It's going to be like a 6 to 8 week money sprint, and we're just going to like focus on money vibes in your life. Spend 6 weeks with me and come make some money. Okay, so hi Concha, thank you for showing up. I super appreciate you always showing up on time. Like Concha, I don't think you know, homie. All right, so Concha, let's see what the general is today. My spirit guides are making fun of me right now. They're telling me to do tarot. They were telling me we can get the message through you today, Kelly, that you didn't meditate before the show, so the energy doesn't transfer as well through you to the other person. So go ahead and just do tarot today, they said. All right, so what is everyone? What's the collective message, spirit, for everyone who will watch this? What do they need to hear, see, and feel to powerfully move forward in light? Oh, guys, all right. Y'all are definitely leaving a sad, negative chapter of your life behind. Hey, man. Oh, God, I still got to mail presents to people. I've got some soap. I've got olive oil. Y'all know I love you, though, right? I do. I just live in my head a lot. Obviously, I talk to spirit guides. Okay. So everyone, you guys are definitely either leaving like a negative cycle, a sad period of your life, a slow down period. Like I think more people are unaware of like the COVID slowdown And even though life has kind of picked up pace a little bit, now it's like time for the loving life, the eagerness, the enthusiasm for loving life to come back. Because right now, what you need to hear right now is that it's really about you falling in love with your life. Yeah. This is about you falling in love with your life. And it's kind of like a choice. Do you like this slower pace of life that you have right now? Or do you want to get back to like a kind of pop and moving, thriving life again? The thing is, it looks like there's like a fear for a lot of you coming up right now of like, well, there's a couple fears, but one is a fear of like, what if I do that thing that I think will feel good and be really happy and it doesn't make me happy? Or it's like for some of you, it's like, can I really get this off the ground? And you don't want to feel disappointment again. And that's like a little thing that's kind of going around for some of my clients right now. They're like, no, I didn't want to like completely feel that I love that guy moment in that phone call because what if he doesn't pick me? Then I'll drop and I'll feel worse. But the problem is when you hold off, you never allow yourself to get to the peak of the happiness that you can feel. And guys, like I actually practiced because I was like, all right, a lot of my clients are like struggling with that. Let me see. And I even realized like, oh, I have a little bit of that same problem. I've just never knew it. I've never been in that situation. So I did. I practiced. I practiced with a guy. And I was definitely not the stage of like, I like you, but it was like, hey, you know, I'd actually be a little disappointed if you and I didn't try, if we didn't like at least go on one date. And I was just feeling those good feels. I was like, oh, that felt good. You know, the very next morning, but like honestly, it needed to end. I felt better after that though than any time that I held back because I was like, wow, it was like so authentic. I was like, I really expressed myself and what I wanted, and it felt good to have that sense of like honesty with myself and to like express it. And it was warmly greeted at the time. There was just, yeah. And even though I was like, oh, well, I'm sad. I'll never talk to that guy again. I feel disappointed. I was actually good timing though, because that needed to be over. I felt better after that, even though literally everyone's like worst fear of what if it ends? What if they leave happened? I'm just telling you guys, like, I felt better then. Man, that's great. Good to know that. Oh, I still have this guy right here. I've been afraid to wear him because I like get water on it all the time. Ooh, that has a good feel to it. I know it's Amazonite. What's the green one again or the teal one? Okay, so guys, because you stepped into your own, which means you can express those vulnerable things and it's not going to destroy you. If anything, it's going to take the burden, um, that little bit of because it's a little bit of double thinking when you're like, oh, I don't want to tell him I like him. Oh, I don't want to tell him that I want to try. I don't make eye contact with him. Like it's going to take that little bit of a burden of double thinking off. So it's really you guys need to fall back in love with life again. I think right now there's just a little confusion with like the how for you. And guys, like keep it simple. Like think back when you were a little kid, right? Little kids just kind of I mean, well, little kids have the perk of there's older adults doing all the adulting, all the sunscreen, all the let's check for bears, let's get the food. So kids' jobs are literally just show up and play. And if they want to do something they can't do, they get to cry their little cry, but then they refocus back on the next fun thing. But what did they really like to do? They just love kids their age because they want to play and do the same thing together. Let's go on the slide. I don't want to go on the slide. I want to go on the swings. Okay, I'm going to go find someone who wants to go on the slide with me and run. And then they're just happy. They're doing the same activity with the same person, sharing that experience. Okay. So I was over at a friend's house, I don't know, a week or two ago. And I laughed because when I walked in, they were talking about that getting off the floor challenge, which I don't know if any of my 35 and up crowd here has been getting middle-aged content on their algorithm lately. But there's that how you can tell your age based on how you get off the floor. There's if you could sit cross-legged going down and going up, so your legs are crossed up and down, they're like, congratulations, you're like in your 20s. I think in your 30s, it was you had to like lean weight one side. If you're in your late 30s, early 40s, you have to put one leg up and kind of lunge up. And you know, when you're in like your 50s, you kind of have to maybe put your hand on your knee, and then like your 60s, you're grabbing onto chairs and stuff to get up. So I was like, "Oh my god, did you guys see that reel?" And they're like, "We did. We can get off the floor." I was like, "BS, show me." And then when they showed me, right, they were showing off a little. I was like, "Oh my god, you did it. Woo." And it was like, "Your turn, Kelly. You do it." And I was like, "Wait a second." I was like, "Do I have to do it cross-legged?" They're like, "No, no, we're not holding ourselves to perfectionist standards. Just can you get off the floor without using your hands in any way, shape, or form?" And so we all just tried it like 2 or 3 times, going in turns, going in a circle. We were laughing so much. And I was like, this is the best middle age hangout ever. I don't want to be doing that. Let's go hike 30 miles and then camp, wake up the next morning and hike 30 miles to the next campsite. I want to like hike 5, 7 miles in, find a campsite, and then cook a good meal and let the cook and the good meal be how I spend most of the time, not the hiking 30 miles. So it's like when you embrace this new stage that you're at, and it may not be an age thing for you. It might be, you went back to work and got a job and now you're working 8 days on, 2 days off. How do you embrace that this is a good chunk of the structure I have in my life, whether it be like a job or something? How do I enjoy my new play? That's how kids view. How do I enjoy my new playground? Everything they view it as how can I enjoy this environment? How can I enjoy this environment? So like you got to get your the lens of that. How do I enjoy this the most? How do I enjoy being a school teacher more? How do I enjoy getting to know the school teacher, the new school teacher, even though I don't want to make new friends right now? I still sense it is kind of what I got to do. I want to know how to enjoy it as best I can, right? There has to come a grappling with some of these things I don't want to do, and I'm still going to learn how to enjoy it. Like, so there's just a little confusion for like the but how do I have fun? So there is a little bit of embracing whatever stage of life you're at. And like, guys, I've been like celebrating this last 3 weeks when I've been going to the gym. I've been able now that I've been, like, stationary in one spot for a while, I've been able to, like the amount I could lift is going up and up and up. It's just, like, climbing again, right? And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm deficit deadlifting 165," and then I was able to do all 15 squats at 15 after this. And I'm looking at the workout program, apparently I'm supposed to do 20 squats. I'm like, "You know what? I'm not in a phase where I'm trying to grow massive muscle. I'm trying to grow muscle, not crazy explosive rate," right? And I was celebrating my 165, and when I look back on my notes, I was doing 165 like 5 or 6 months ago, but I was still celebrating it now because it was like a look what I can do. So you kinda gotta get that back. Okay, and so like, it's okay if you are at, like, a rehabilitation place is all I'm saying. I'm getting used to going out again and hanging out around people. It's okay if I feel anxiety going out. Maybe there's an inner child thing to clean up, maybe not. I know no matter what, as much as there might be something from the past to clean up, I still have to get used to the new. So even though I feel social anxiety, universe, I want to feel as safe as I can, as comfortable as I can, as comfy, cozy as I can, and I still want to go out. Guide me to those hangouts, guide me to those restaurants, guide me to those clubs. Right? So I told you guys of that one like relationship that ended literally at the gym today. It was like, "Oh, you guys are going to like riverfront and atmosphere and cabanas." That's what I liked that I was like, "Well, I want to go out and I know that that person does that stuff." That ended. If you guys are still focused on that I want to go out, right? And now I got a new group of people. It's going to be our first time hanging out on Saturday. So it's you also got to be willing to like shotgun the approach a little. I don't know if I'm gonna like going out at 10 p.m. still. I do know there was like, I don't know, a 67-year-old who I was like, no, no, good sleep routine. I want to be happy. He looked at me and was like, live a little though. I was like, okay, you just convinced me. I was like, are you staying up that late? He's like, yeah, I gotta live a little. Okay, so be okay with the shotgun approach and be okay that what excites you now might be different. And then lastly, you're either in a place of needing to get your money right, so it's okay if you're putting your focus on growing and expanding your money and your income. Men, this is not for you. So you're either at a place of putting more focus on business, on your job, on making money, because it will actively add more enjoyment into your life. Or you're like at a phase of needing to recognize that you have some financial security and you need to be a little bit more loose with it, and like you can be okay that you can use your money to buy you some comfort. Like, it's okay, like, if you've got money and, like, one of your friends doesn't, it's okay to be like, "Hey, I wanna go out." "Oh, I don't have any money." "It's okay, I'll pay for your dinner, just don't go crazy, don't order the $70 steak." But, like, yeah, like, let's go out. Like, see, in a way, you're, like, buying security. It's like, it's like you either need to focus on your money, make more, or you need to be okay of financial stability you have and be okay to spend a little bit of it to help you get out there to go and have fun. Okay, I'm feeling drawn to pull a couple more cards. Yeah, guys, a lot of you, if you guys are willing to put a little bit of focus on your happy, I'm ready to feel happy. I'm ready to feel giddy and laugh. And I get that's going to be different things than when I was in my 20s, or when I had all this free time, or when I was working to make all that money. Like whatever it was from the past that you're like, oh, I can't have that kind of fun anymore. It's I'm ready to have fun in a new way. Inner being, my next step. Guide me. It looks like you're just going to get a little bit, if you kind of just like shotgun approach it a little bit, go out to a couple things, right? Like, if I do go out on Saturday, I still gotta talk to my girlfriend because 'cause I'm not going if one of my girlfriends doesn't go. There's, like, riverfront nights, which is a thing that the city throws on, and then they're gonna go, I don't wanna say clubbing because it's Chattanooga, and we don't have clubbing like they do in, like, California and stuff, but it's like Chattanooga clubbing. Um, I'm gonna go, and I'm like, "Maybe I like that one, maybe I don't. Maybe I realize I just wanna do riverfront nights. Maybe I know, oh, whoa, actually, I just wanna do the evening." But you're never gonna know unless you go, so you gotta, like, try it, you know? If you're willing to try a couple different things, and I'm hearing from them, if you have the financial security, be willing to spend money to pay for your comfort to go out. So, you might have like a younger cousin or a niece or that's like, "Hey, dude, just come out. Come on, we need to go out. It's okay if you don't have money. I don't care. Let's go out." Like they're just saying, like, be willing to like spend a little bit of your money. You don't have to go a lot, like a little bit for it. You're gonna soon gain clarity for what you like, and life will feel more playful. And you are gonna find friends. This is like a big O you're gonna find friends that you like playing with. But I think for some of you, there is like right now, believe it or not, with the exception of Antoinette, if you listen to this later, you're not looking for a main best friend. You're looking more for a lot of fun playmates. And what I mean by best friend is that person that you integrate with on the day to day life. You're like calling them every day. You're like planning your lives together. You're like, oh, yeah, I know you got that interview. Do you want me to drive you on Friday to it? Right. Most of you are just looking for like steady, consistent companionship. Oh, like, oh, yeah, these are my friends that we do this really fun balancing yoga class with every Thursday. And then we tend to go out to dinner afterwards. Um, or this is my group. We go to tumbling practice every Tuesday, Thursday, and then we take that mobility class afterwards. It's so fun. Like, you guys are just looking more for, like, I would say activity and hobby friends right now, so kinda, like, let go of that little bit of, like some of you will feel like loneliness, some of it will feel like, "I just need to be cuddled right now." Let go of that feeling because it's, like, not your focus to solve that problem right now. You're looking more for activity friends. Um, but I've got myself a new wardrobe recently, all linen, and oh, you did, Concha? Oh, send me screenshots. I wanna see I'm really loving those green pants you gave me. I want more cotton clothes in my life, man. Oh my god, that sounds so fun. Which part sounded fun to you? So who has questions, comments about the general? And then, oh my god, it's already 11:20. Do you guys want me to keep going with the general, or do you wanna start asking questions for mini reads? Um, if you guys are new to the show, I do it Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. I start the show with a general and then I dive into mini reads for 30 minutes. Super chats do get priority if you want to make sure you get a read done that day. Um, that sounds fun. I am liking the general. You're liking the general? All right. The other people watching, do you want me to keep going with the general? Because the cards are talking and saying they got more for you guys. So we can keep doing the general. We can go into mini reads. Oh my God, that sounds so fun. What sounded fun to you? All the girlfriends I'm meeting are 55 plus, but hey. Dude, I've got some friends. I don't know. I want to say they're like, honestly, I think they're in their 70s, but they might be in their 60s. Dude, they might even be in their 80s. I swear, those women have more energy than anybody in their 30s that I've ever met. Such a vibrancy, so happy. Like I literally texted them this morning. I was like, "It has been too long. I need to hang out with you guys. I'm gonna walk this hike. Am I swinging by afterwards, or am I like joining you guys for your afternoon tea? Because they are the most lively, lovely, happy people I've ever met. And I just wish they would let me help them with, like, move shit or something so I could have more of an excuse to build a relationship with them. But Concha, I do feel that because I do wanna play pickleball more, but when I go in there, I'm like, "Oh, man, they're all, like, in their 60s. I kinda want, where's the persons in their 30s, 40s? I wanna play with people my age." So I totally like, I get it, and I don't get it at the same time. I am liking the general. I didn't hear anyone else say if they want a personal read of the general, so I'm just gonna keep going with the general. The river part? Yeah, I don't when you visited, I don't know if Riverfront Nights was going on. We probably had, like, Friday nightfall. Yeah, now this is just a thing of encouragement. Um, if you guys do take the effort to, like, get out there more, and I wanna restate that you gotta do the 15-minute daily meditation because that is your basis for building a strong foundation for happiness, content, and whole and complete within you. And what I'm hearing from spirit right now is that little bit of loneliness that you feel. If you were to meditate every day for the point of just, I'm connecting to my inner being for these next 15 minutes, set the timer, either focus on your breath or focus on the air, like a sound. I tend to just focus on my air conditioner when I listen to a sound. Um, Connecting to my inner being, 15-minute meditation, and then afterwards, if you just write, like, a satisfaction list. It depends, like, if you're a little low vibe that day, you're not gonna be able to do an appreciation list or a positive focus list. You're gonna be able to do a, I'm really glad I caught high vibe. I'm glad I caught high vibe morning this morning. I'm glad that the message resonated so well with me. I'm glad that I did feel a little bit better after doing it. You know what? I did feel a little bit better after going. I'm going to allow myself to acknowledge that I do feel better, and I'd like that to keep expanding. It does kind of feel good to have, like, the modern convenience of air conditioning and heating and a faucet that I could turn on and off for water. I do like that convenience. So I appreciate all the people that go into making the running water come to my house, making sure it's always flowing, making sure it's, like, mostly clean. There's only one city in America that doesn't have clean drinking water. I think that's Flint, Michigan. So I'm glad that ours is mostly clean, and I'm glad that I have a Brita filter. That there's people who spent time, energy, and resources into building this filter that makes the water even cleaner for me. Like, can you guys just put your focus on that? And, like, if you guys do that, the word of encouragement is you're really going to look back and you're going to be like, I'm so glad I made that little circle of girlfriends. Um, yeah, because it's like right now you guys are, like, stuck between a rock and a hard place where you're, like, a little bit of, like, not micromanaging, micro assessing. Wait, is that really gonna make me happy or is it not? Is that a yes? Is that a hell yes or is that a no? So it's just that, like, double thinking. When that double thinking comes in, it just implies that there's some manifestation that you thought was gonna be really, really great. So you're like, I wanna go for it, right? That's when everyone still has that youthful optimism. Let's go create this thing. Let's do it. This is our next adventure. And then when you get to the end, you're, like, disappointed. Yeah, what do you have to say about that disappointment, spirit? If you could just keep your focus on, well, that was fun creating that. Now it's time to move on to what I'm creating next. That's what's going to help you feel like a leader. And, like, it also, if you can embrace that most new manifestations, most new goals do start as, like, a challenging beginning because you're starting over, right? If you've been, like, powerlifting for years, and you're, like, up there competing, deadlifting 400 pounds, and then you, like, win the nationals, and you're like, you know what? Wow, this isn't bringing as much enjoyment as it used to, because the fun was in the creating and the expanding and the growing and the look what my body could do. And then you hit a point where you're like, you know what? I don't really need to lift any heavier. Why do I need to lift any heavier than this? When you start over, like, say, shuffle dancing, you're starting over as a beginner. Can you be willing to allow yourself to feel that humbleness of, this is the next skill I'm practicing and developing, and whenever you start over, it's brand new. Um, yeah, so you just keep your focus on, like, what's the next thing I want to create and learn how to do? Do I want to grow and expand a new business? Do I want to grow and expand and become more flexible in my body? Am I restretching my social muscles so that I can be going out more? Um, yeah. Okay. So if you could allow yourself to get past that wobble, you guys are gonna have like a resurgence of loving your life again. It's gonna be like I like to call it the second third of life. Going from the first third of life where it's all about doing, 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 then the second third of life tends to be about like being. We realize like, oh, it's not just all about action, action, action. It doesn't get you as much happiness as you thought. Or like, great, I spent all my 20s just going after money. And then you go like, wait, I don't have anyone to share it with. So you drop and hit that disappointment. So that means in your 30s, what you're creating is meaningful relationships, friendships, love relationships, deepening family relationships, deepening relationships with your neighbor. Um, but you're either gonna get caught in the I wasted my youth on getting money. Now I don't have any friends, and you're gonna stay there. That sucks. No. View it as wow, I really focused on money. Okay, you know what? I actually do like having financial security and money to like have freedom to do whatever I want. Okay, now I'm gonna humble myself and recognize I need to learn social skills to build friendships. And you're gonna go on that journey, reading books, taking classes, whatever your journey is gonna look like. And then be like, okay, now I have money and now I got friends. Okay, now the next thing I'm creating is a family, is getting a lover in my life, is worldwide travel. So life is always about the creating. Okay, if you guys want me to focus on your personal questions, like ask them now. If not, I'm going to keep going with this general. Um, where was I at? Sorry for being sniffly today, guys. Yeah, if you could just get out of your head, you got happiness like right around the corner. Once you embrace that. Oh, let me go back to where I was at. Sorry. You can get stuck in that, "Well, I wasted my youth. I made a wrong decision somewhere." Or a lot of times another place that people are getting stuck, I'm noticing, is they get stuck in that, "I just wanna be. I just wanna be." Okay, I get it. Kicking your feet in the river all day is great. Doing yoga, stretching, talking, drinking tea with your girlfriends all day is great. If you're a man, I get it. Shooting machine guns in the desert is fun. I've heard men like doing it. I don't know. Um You're not gonna like doing that every day. Eventually, that will hit a boredom phase. So you don't wanna you don't wanna go from all action and doing to just being. It's when you get to the middle of when it's present doing, like, "Okay, I get it. Life is fragile. There is a time limit on this life. And right now, I'm choosing to focus on this area and create this. And when I'm done with the creation and I feel that drop, I'm going to discover what's next for me to create. But you have a presence in the doing, not a I'm doing this to get this result, which is the youthful optimism. I'm doing all this because everyone says that will make me happy in my 30s. And then you're like, well, I got the money, but no friends. That didn't work out. Crumble. I'm going to be sad. Or you can go, well, this is the next thing I'm creating. I want to be present as I do it so that you actually enjoy the I did choose to raise kids. So you know what? A lot of that is doing dishes. You might get tired of the dishes and go, you know what? Screw this. I got the money from my 20s. I'm hiring a daily person to come do the clean up of my kitchen. Okay. I hope that's helpful. Are there any comments? I'm ready to get out of my head with this house situation. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Um, Contra, I'm gonna be blunt. I think I think she knows they paid longer. I think the people who paid told you, "Oh, kick her out early. She doesn't need to know." But then I think they also told her, "Don't stress, don't worry. We paid until now." Like I do think that double message is getting sent. Um, you're going to be victorious. I don't think right now it's your time to try to make it happen. I think it's she's leaving. Her rent is paid up until this date. She's gone by then and then let it be done. Um And there's something about Concha, you need to fall back in love with your money. We'll probably work on that on the mastermind call today. You got to fall in love with your financial situation because that will make it inconsequential if she's, like, there or not, and if you fill that room right away. Once you hit that point of she's out. I don't care if that room is filled or not immediately, it's gonna get filled swiftly with the best roommate possible for the most awesome living environment for all of us involved. It's like there's this confidence growth you're going through, which we'll definitely work on more in the mastermind. You're just going through this confidence growth, but it's like the 6 of air kind of a card. Um, which means you're leaving behind like a dark age. And so you're going through this confidence growth. And I think it's where you used to rely on other people. And now you're like turning that relying on to your inner being. Like, fuck it, my inner being knows my next step. I'm okay if my answer comes through me, through intuition, through my mastermind call, or through other people. So you're going through this like confidence growth right now. And like, cause you don't need to micromanage her. You don't need to, you might need to step in be appropriate. Like, hey, that's not appropriate to ask the roommates. Like, that's not appropriate to ask roommates. Stop asking the roommates. Like, this is why you're not a good fit to live here. You might need to start being a little more blunt like that. Like, hey, it's kind of let you know, like, that's not okay to ask roommates. And I don't want to be more forceful in asking you to move, but that kind of behavior just doesn't fit in with this culture of the house. Do you have an update on your moving plan? Contra, I'm gonna have to help you a little bit more on the mastermind call because I could feel your energy, but the show's already a little bit over. So I'm glad we got the mastermind call later today. Raquel here. Hi, Raquel. I hope I'm saying that name right. It's Raquel, right? Not Rachel. Relationship question. I'm struggling to move on from my last relationship. Any guidance for ways to ease the grief and be open to love again? Parts of me want to try again, but I feel it's totally over. Um, well, I'm sorry for your relationship being over. Raquel, do we know each other? This is like ringing a bell in my head. And she's doing her best, I believe. Yeah, but you need to learn how to not be caught up in the drama of it, Concha. That's your confidence growth you're going in. Like she chose drama in her life. She's still choosing that life. How do I not get caught up in it? Well, she's doing her best to get out, but she might not get out. Like that's the drama in your life, in your world. This person might be able to intrude and do something to mess up my time. Dr. Rachel, Raquel. Do I know you from Latvia? I feel like I know you. Um, I do the show Monday through Thursday, 11 to 11:30. So can you come back on Monday and ask that question? I would really love to help you like move on. I can't even think of a static YouTube video I have for moving on. There might actually I did channel one like 5 years ago. Let me see if I can find that for you really quick. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's funny. I got like 3 that pop up if you type in Kelly Lunt thriving after a breakup. But I think try this rampage. I'm gonna copy it right now. This is a rampage I made that's like live vibrantly after a breakup. Try that rampage to like tide you over till Monday and come back on Monday with like an update. But I hope that's something that can like tide you over till then. Yeah, I want to focus on my workshop. Yeah. Can I help you that on the workshop? Well, thank you for everyone kind of through Tyler's tarot. Oh, cool, Tyler's tarot. Oh, I should go see if he's done in all signs for a while. I think I watched one like a month ago. Whenever I watch his, I'm like, how is he like so spot on with my love life? How? Um, Well, welcome to my channel. Okay, so everyone, thank you for showing up. This is called High Vibe Mornings. I do this show Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, right here on YouTube. I start the show with a general challenge message from Spirit, and then I dive into mini reads. After that, with super chats getting priority. So keep coming and hanging out. I love doing this show, and I couldn't think of a better way to start my day and morning. Mwah! Lots of love, guys. Bye.